Station of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Gail in Tampa. Hey, Gail, what's going on?
Hey, love your program. You're amazing.
How long have you been listening?
Oh, my gosh. Well, off and on for about maybe, 6 to 7 years.
Oh.
I mean, just on the radio, didn't understand the TV. And then I go out to Seattle once a year. We have a trading club out there.
Okay.
And then he started talking in class about your book, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy that I listened to in Florida. And then I started watching your TV live, and it's just amazing. I need to become a tiger.
Well, you're already a tiger. See, you've been out there 6 years. See, once you check in to TFNN, you can't check out. It's like Hotel California. It's pretty sick, I know.
No, it's great. And I have some gold I want to try to get over to you, and then I want to buy some coins for my grandkids. So I appreciate
Good.
what you're doing. I think it's amazing. You're just really amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone has a great day out there, safe day. It's a TGIF Friday, folks. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all your love, honor, gratitude, and respect. You make it your goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely. You're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow flat, NASDAQ flat, S&P's flat. Gold contract up $10.40, trading at $1,745 an ounce. Silver down 19 cents at $32.50 an ounce. Copper down, up 5 pennies, trading out of $3.57 a pound. Platinum down $11 at $1,548 an ounce. Oil up 85 cents at $101.05 a barrel. Bonds up a point and 19 ticks at 141.29. Dollar index up 27 ticks at 78.70. Euro down 60 ticks at 134, and the yen is out there at 77.99. My phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We get the 1260, gives it up in volume, gives it up in price, does the whole ball of wax. Bottom line closes out at 1244. You're at 1247.11, which was the high on Wednesday. Okay, so now what does this mean, folks? Well, you did $857 million versus the $1.8 billion. You get over the high, couldn't get to the swing point. Swing point up there of the 1292, which is the 27th of October. What that sets up is that A to B equals C to D. Bottom line, it's going to get really intriguing here, and this is why. First off, I suspect you're going to try to run down to 1158. But the A to B equals C to D gets you down to 1062, which gets you actually not only into the October 4th level, it gets you under the October 4th level. So this is going to get, we'll see what type of acceleration we get downtown next week. But you absolutely had a failure out here today on the daily. You had a failure on here on the weekly. On the weekly, what you ended up, well, the weekly's not that bad, actually. The weekly, what you actually done is that you did take back quite a bit. We went from, on the weekly, we went from a price point of 1158 up to 1260, and right now you're at 1244. If we go over and we take a look at the SPY, we'll take a look at the SPY. The reason we'll take a look at the SPY is that we can set up, the daily. Of course, the SPY, that was at 204 million today. It got over the 324 million, closed underneath it. Now that was going into 399. That's on your daily. We take a look at the weekly, and what you have with the weekly is that we were going into 1.3 billion, and we did 1.1 billion. Dow Industrials. We go over to the Dow. We take a look at the Dow. What we have with the Dow Industrials is this. Dow Industrials get up to 12,146. The high out there was 12,284. The 12,146 level, was trying to get into any of these swing points that were generated up there, whether it's November 8th, whether it was the 11th, couldn't handle it, closed underneath the 12,045, which was Thursday, which sets up, which is Wednesday rather, big day Wednesday, which sets up, number one, a rejection of price with lighter volume, sets up, okay, we go back to 12,231. A to B equals C to D, however, brings you all the way down to the 10,404 level. NASDAQ composite. We go over to the composite. We take a look at the composite. What the composite does out here, she gets to a price point of 26.59. Now, that 26.59 got into, the swing points of November 16th. Couldn't handle it. She closes at 26.26. Now, the 26.26 is over the Thursday level. And that's slight divergence. No doubt about that. That is slight divergence. We'll see how she attacks the lower price points next week. We take a look at the 3Qs. What you have with the 3Qs is this. The 3Qs did 36 million shares. You can see this is writing on the wall. 36 million shares. We're going into 80 million shares. We're going into 104 million shares. Couldn't handle it. Backed off. This looks to me like, number one, the Qs actually not only want to get into the November 25th area, it looks to me like she wants to come all the way down to that October 4th area. Now, inside the NDX 100, we go take a look at the NDX 100 today. What you had is this. The movers going topside the NDX 100 were Green Mountain, Comcast, Apollo, and Sears. When you look at that, Green Mountain, dead cat bounce. Let's go to Comcast. What you have with Comcast there, Comcast, not a bad setup, no doubt. Not a bad setup at all. The other two, however, Sears, what we're looking at is the movers that were inside the NDX 100 out here. When you look at Sears and get the last one, and the Apollo group, they're dead cat bounces, flat out. What was taken away from the NDX 100 today was Research in Motion, Seagate Technology, Fleur Systems, and Alexin Pharmaceutical. Let's go over and we take a look at RIM. What we have with RIM out here, she is in trouble extraordinaire. What does RIM do today? RIM does 59 million shares, down $1.81, and she's going to be she is barreling into her swing point. The RIM swing point, folks, November 25th. $15.98. That swing had 16 million shares. She's barreling into that with 59 million. I expect what you're going to see here is she's going to blow that whole swing point apart. RIM came out with their numbers this morning, and what they come out with is they no longer see meeting their year objective earnings per share. They're losing market share, and they're losing market share just at an extraordinary rate. And I can tell you from, what's amazing here, folks, okay, is that we, because of the way, of course, we're on radio stations, but we also stream, and we stream hundreds of thousands of streams every month. What we also get is that we actually get the data as to what type of handheld device we're streaming on. So check this out. In the last 2 years, what has happened is this. 65% of the streams 2 years ago were on RIM. Now it's less than 10%. It's that dramatic. What had happened is that Apple devices accelerated beyond belief. That was about a year and a half ago. Apple took out RIM and took them out big. Then what has happened is that the Android software took out Apple. And so now, as the streaming capabilities, it goes like this. We're pushing almost 63% in the Android devices, It pushes about 25, 30 in Apple devices, and then RIM is left as the lost child out here. And it's just amazing. It absolutely is amazing. But bottom line is that that's where it's going. You know, and if you do have a handheld device, folks, you get Tiger TV on it now, except for the RIM devices. If you have an Android device, just go onto Tiger TV, hit that. If you have a Apple device, you're going to see on the right-hand side, Apple device, iPhone, iPad, you hit that, and you're going to see the full stream, and it works absolutely fabulous. Okay, let's go take a look at King Dollar. King Dollar out here today, folks, she was acting up, and he was acting up. That's he. King Dollar has to be a he, right? So he was acting up big time. Rejected lows out here. That low being 78.06 goes to 78.72. We did 20,000 contracts. I suspect what we're going to have. Now, the amazing part here, folks, is that this looks like it's actually has just set up B to C of a larger ABC up. You get a B point at 79.82. You take that B out with volume, that's going to get you about 82.50 in the dollar index. We go over to the euro, which is just the direct inverse correlation. What the euro did out here, she's at 134.02. She tried for 3 days to get into a trading range. You know, and the euro, folks, went straight down, going to October 27th. It was trading 142, down to a price point of that 132. She couldn't make it flat out, not even a dead cat bounce. That is a ABC setup, folks, down to 125. So it's a big number. The last low that was out there, October 4th, was 131. Now, the 125 is not the end of the world for the euro also. We were trading at 125, I believe, in June. Let me find this thing. I think it was in June. Let me see. 132. Yeah, we were at, it was actually January. Interesting. Okay, so we were at 126, 128 last January. But that's where it wants to go. Now, you break that level, now you're talking some business. You know, we break that 129, then you're talking business. Then you're talking, you very well could go par, and you could go par very quickly. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Some of the high-volume stocks we had out here, Bank of America was up 11 cents. You had J.P. Morgan Chase up $1.87. We had Intel down 28. You had Corning off 25. Seagate Technology was down $1.31. Alcoa was up 10. We had Yahoo down 18. And it's interesting with Yahoo. It's just amazing. They get enough people kicking their, their equity, meaning that wants to buy it. But you know what? Just can't get any traction. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objective